Hilary Benn, new Shadow Communities and Local Government Minister. Thank you very much for talking to Proglark today, and congratulations on your new brief.
Thanks very much indeed.
And what are your reflections on your first few days in your new role, particularly in terms of what are the priorities for you in your new job and for Labour councils around the country?
Well, look, local government's going through a really tough time at the moment with the cuts. We know they're unfair, they're affecting areas with higher deprivation much more than they're affecting the leafy suburbs. And I know it's a tough time for Labour councillors. Pickles talks a great deal about localism, but in effect he's passing on responsibility for making these decisions to councillors up and down the country. And yet at the same time we've got to think about the future. We know it's going to be a world in which there won't be the kind of resources that we've experienced in the past, and we're going to need all of the innovation which local government is famous for. Throughout its history, local government has innovated, and I'm really keen to hear from councils. There's the work of the Co-op Councils movement, as they are thinking about how we can deliver services, meet the needs, fulfil the hopes and aspirations of their citizens in the way that local government has always done. And I'm looking forward to working with Labour councils up and down the country in doing that.
Thank you. And of course you yourself have got experience in local government, especially leader in Ealing. What would be the experience that you take away from that you bring into this role?
Well, part of that experience was being a Labour councillor in opposition with a Conservative government, so I know what it's like. But I think above everything else, it's the difference that local councils working with local communities can make to people's lives. Because we see a lot of politics through what happens here in Westminster. And of course it's important, the health service, the economy, getting jobs and so on. But the things that local councils do day in and day out that help to create a decent quality of life, to make a good neighbourhood, working with people, working in partnership to solve the problems, that is the great strength of local government, and I'm looking forward to getting out and about and meeting as many people as possible.
Thank you. And finally, what would be your message to Labour councillors around the country in this difficult time?
Well, hang on in there, because it is tough, but tell me about the things that you're doing that you're proud of, because one of the things I want to do in this job is to stand up for local government, because we should be proud of the things that it is achieving now and is going to go on achieving in the future, because we need to tell that story so that people, not just those who experience what councils do in their own area, understand why strong local government is so important to our quality of life.
Hilary Benn, thank you very much indeed.
Much.
Thanks.